Being an athlete in Vermont has influenced me a ton, just because the history of cross-country skiing in Vermont is huge. A lot of people may not know this, but so many of the legends of our sport, cross-country skiing, have come from Vermont. I think back in the 70s, almost the entire U.S. cross-country team was made up of Vermonters. Bill Koch being kind of the most famous of those. He won the first ever and only so far Olympic medal for cross-country skiing in the U.S., and that was in 1976. He won a silver medal. So for me, I always heard these stories of these cross-country skiing legends from Vermont, and being a young cross-country skier in this area, we always looked up to those legends of our sport, and they were these larger-than-life guys that would train so hard and would, go to Siberia and race without gloves on. They always did these amazing things. Probably a lot of those stories were made up over time, but those were the things that kept us inspired and kept us working towards one day making the Olympic team ourselves and representing Vermont as cross-country skiers. That sense of pride of belonging to such a great ski state like Vermont keeps me going, and it's for sure going to be something I'm thinking of when I'm standing on top of a podium one day. I grew up in Shaftesbury, Vermont, which is about a half-hour away from here, but it really feels to me like Stratton is pretty much my home, because this school is just, I grew up right here at SMS. I started attending this school in 8th grade and did my entire kind of middle school and high school years here. Since then, I graduated in 2002, and since then I've basically been based out of Stratton Mountain School. Vermont is the place, for sure. If I ever win an Olympic gold medal, it's going to hang right here at Stratton Mountain School, that's for sure. I never did too much downhill skiing, but I did, since I grew up so close to Stratton here. Snowboarding is kind of a big sport, obviously. We're kind of in the home of snowboarding here at Stratton. So when I was a youngster, 13, 14 years old, I did have a snowboard and would go. And I remember on Friday nights we used to come and hike the half pipe here at Stratton and practice snowboarding. But cross-country skiing was always my main winter sport. Never got too into alpine skiing. And that's also why I've started going off jumps at a young age on my cross-country skis, because I never had that other aspect of skiing. So we'd build jumps and go cross-country skiing and alpine skiing on our cross-country skis. I travel with maple syrup to every European country, it seems like, and we spent our entire year based out of Europe during the winter. And so I bring a little piece of Vermont with me every time I go there. I also have the state tattooed on my arm, so I bring it everywhere with me. It's with me on every ski race.